Mwongeye kwirirwa abanyamuryango n'inshuti za PLP, Peace and Love Proclaimers. Tubanje kubiseguraho kubw'ikibazo cyabaye, twubahiriza igihe. Nk'uko mumenyereye rero, ku cyumweru tugira ubugaruke bw'ikiganiro Celebrating Our Own. Welcome to today's session, Celebrating Our Own. Today's who came up with the Made in Rwanda brand. One of them, she is a peer, a customer relation consultant, co-founder and chief financial officer at Ikamba Apparel. Her ultimate goal is to become helpful in society and support young people. Her biggest aspiration is to grow her knowledge in fashion, business, and build her career. Her career fact, she enjoys listening to music and singing with a language that she doesn't understand. Her favorite dish is ugali and meat. That is none other than Deborah Kessy. Welcome, Deborah.
Thank you.
Then our second speaker, she's a co-founder and creative director at Ikamba Apparel. Her goal is having an impact through creativity and contributing to well-being and job creation growth in Rwanda. She was inspired by Made in Rwanda movement. Her fact, she is passionate about art as a whole. She feels staying static without growing. That is Kessy Kaiganwa. Welcome to today's chat. And I hosting am by the names of Tetaneli Ariane. If you have any question or suggestion, please reach out to our Twitter handle, #SundayChat and tag PLPU or our YouTube channel in the comments. Niba mufite ikibazo, mwatugeraho kuri Twitter handle, #PLP, #SundayChat and you tag PLPU. Munyemerere twakire Deborah na Kessy kuri uyu mugoroba. You guys are welcome.
Thank you.
So how are you doing?
Thank you so much, Marco.
So how are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great.
Deborah?
Deborah, how are you doing?
I'm good. I'm fine.
So tell us about yourself. Magambo make.
Kessy, would you like to go first?
Sure. My name is Kessy, and currently a student at the African Leadership University. Last year, student in doing international business and trade, and through that, we started a business with Deborah and another partner called Gracia, called Ikamba Apparel. That's now doing clothing brands. I mean, doing different clothes in the country, but also for people in the country or outside. And yeah, that's all I can say for now. I'm Randy's, and yeah, unless you have questions, I think that would be it. Thank you.
Thank you. Deborah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm Deborah Mwanganje, and I'm a student at the African Leadership University. I also do international business and trade. And like she said, she's my partner. And I think like lots of things we say them in the group. And if you have questions, you're free to ask at any time.
Okay, thank you. Mwatuganiriza urugendo rwanyu muri PLP nuko mwajoyininze.
You go first.
Okay, I'll go first. PLP I joined into PLP back in high school. Niga no difina Madame de Sito. I joined into Niga muri secondary. I mean S2. And the reason was Nijayo nabonaga a lot of different activities that were done outside of class, outside of the usual studies, and ibyinshi byari bifite impact bifasha abantu bikora my events n'ibintu byiza byari from PLP. So I was interested in knowing what is PLP and what do they do. And I remember at that time I went to the club meetings because we did meetings every Wednesday and Fridays. And so from there in Jayo, I heard what they do, the mission, what they're trying to do, and Nibonamo in that. And I also wanted to be part of the people who wanted to proclaim peace and love after everything that has happened to the country and everything. And that's how I joined until today.
Yeah, me too. Like, actually went to the same school, so I was also at Lycée Notre Dame. Yeah, so I joined when I was in S2. Yeah, so the reason why I joined PRP, the motto itself attracted me, Youth for Change. So I'm more concerned about the youth. So I was like, okay, this is the right place for me to be in. And another thing is it was a huge group because like at our school, like it was among the clubs that had, you know, a big number of members. So I was like, okay, if there are many, then maybe there is something interesting there. Then I also want to try this out. Yeah, that's how I joined.
So have you learned something special from PLP?
Yes, I think I learned lots of things, and most importantly, I gained lots of friends, like a lot of people that are in PLP right now. You know, I gained many friends, like huge connections, and also it taught me more about the history of my country. Like I didn't know anything, but during those periods of work to remember Kujichani, so I got to learn lots of things about my country, and I think it was something positive.
I'd say that the biggest thing that PLP taught me was that you can still proclaim love and peace even in the circumstances that don't favor that love. You might not be peaceful in the state that you're in. You might have a family that has trouble. You might have all these different things happening to you. But that doesn't mean that you can't proclaim love and peace. That doesn't mean that you cannot fight for it, even though you don't have it at the time. And it also taught me not to choose revenge or to choose something that is easier for you to do when you're in issues, but to actually choose love all the time, which when you choose love, you end up having peace at the end of the day in everything that we do in workspaces, in environments, in the society, at school, at work. That's the biggest thing that I've learned from PLP so far.
Deborah, why did you guys choose to work when you guys are three girls? Kuki muteze muteza kuvoma?
Sorry, come again.
Ikamba Apparel nko mwabitubwiye bikozwe n'abakobwa batatu.
Yego.
haba hari ibanga ryihishe inyuma mwadusangiye.
Okay. Nta banga riri inyuma. Juste nuko okay, twese like we have a common interest. So we are all interested in fashion. So kuba twese dufite ikintu dukunda nicyo cyatumye tuvuga okay, reka duhuze noneho dushyire ubumenyi bwacu hamwe turebe ko niba hari ikintu kizima twakora. So that's actually the main reason behind that.
I'd really emphasize on the fact before it was random. Now we started kore business y'abantu batatu b'abakobwa, and it's more like we talk about things that we like. We talk about fashion. I say fashion. You guys think we can do this and this? Do you guys, what problem do you see in this? And then for Wanako, we have this common interest, and most of all, we want to do something about it. Because there's a lot of things to Wana, and we don't want to do anything about it. I think at the time to prepare, we wanted to do something about it, and we didn't want to wait. And so we're like, you know what? Let's start thinking. Let's start having ideas, and whenever we're ready, we implement. That was it. How about?
So, Kessy, how has being an entrepreneur affected your life?
Wow. Very good question. Very wide question. Being an entrepreneur changed my life in perception of impact, but also the bigger picture of things. At the beginning, dutangira Ikamba, hari ibintu byinshi tutari kubasha gukora iyo tutavuga ngo turi kureba the future, turi kureba a current investment ubu ngubu ishobora gutanga a bigger thing in the future, in the 5 years to come, 10 years or something like that. So being an entrepreneur changed my perspective of seeing things right there, but kutanya kubona ibintu from far. So him is like, oh, okay, it's okay if I'm not seeing an impact right now. It's okay if Ikamba is not making the profit it wants now, or the impact it wants now, or the clothes it wants now. But this certain investment we're making today will create more possibilities and opportunities in the future for us to do more things. And so I'll summarize it in just that statement. Yeah.
Thank you. So may you share with us, Deborah, may you share with us how you generated ideas and to come up with your own brand? It's really a big thing.
Yeah. Okay, so how it all started, like it was a random thing. I can say we didn't go into like deep research, go and read the history about fashion and everything. So we just started with our name. So we're like, before we start anything, we need to find the name, and from the name, we will be able to come up with other ideas. Let's say our designs, our like the whole path of our activities and what we're doing. So we started with our name. Then after the name, we went with how are we going to be operating, all those different kinds of things. So there weren't like a structure on how we were going to, ideate everything. So it just came random after finding our name. So everything just branched after finding our name, because from the name as Ikamba, so we're like, if we're going to call ourselves Ikamba, then everything will be centered around that thing. So, and also our motto, we crown your style. So all our designs, how we are, like the whole process of designing something till it reaches the customer, it should be branching from what our motto is talking about. Yeah, so that was like the process of our ideation. Like in short, it wasn't a structured thing. It was branching from one statement. Yeah. Until we
What does
launched
Ikamba Apparel? What does Ikamba Apparel mean?
Ikamba Apparel. What does it mean? Okay.
You're asking what it does or what it means? I didn't get your question well. You're asking what does Ikamba Apparel do or what it means, what it does. Okay.
What it means.
What it means. The name. Am I getting the question right? So you're asking what does Ikamba Apparel mean? Yeah?
I think, okay, what I'm saying,
Yeah.
maybe, so Ikamba is simply Ikamba, like a crown.
Yes.
So,
Then there was a connection issue.
yeah.
From the side. Yeah.
Then apparel.
Finally, your question was, what does Ikamba Apparel do, or what does Ikamba Apparel mean?
I asked what Ikamba Apparel mean.
Oh, okay. Right. So Ikamba Apparel means, the name Ikamba comes from Ikamba being crown. Ikamba is in the Kinyarwanda language, but it means a crown, which stands for royalty, courage, and bravery. And then apparel means clothing or clothes or styles. So we did Ikamba Apparel to say, the brand of clothes is going to be made, that represents royalty, courage, and bravery from what the name Ikamba, which is a crown, means in itself. I hope I answered your question.
Thank you. Deborah, what motivated you to do this? Being an entrepreneur, coming up with your fashion on brand that is made in Rwanda.
What motivated me was just that I love fashion. So that was my biggest motivation. And the hope that like it's going to turn out into something great. Yeah, that's it. And also being able to have a team of partners that we share the same interest and that we get along well. So yeah, those are my three biggest motivations.
Kessy na Deborah byaba biborohera gufatanya akazi gasanzwe, ikamba no kwiga. Mubigenza gute?
kugira ngo dufatanye ukuntu tubigenza, we setting a standard cyangwa se path yo kugenderaho. So how do we communicate to each other? Niba hari ikibazo tukaba dufite uburyo tuzi ko bigenda. It's not like twandikirana amabaruwa, but it's more like we have to understand how each one operates. Kamenya, Deborah, for example, I'll give a personal example about her. She's very calm, she's very chilled. You can't talk to her without being chilled. Ntabwo ari byo ukumve what you say. So understanding uko ameze, nawe akanasanga uko ameze, tukanasanga nuko Kasi ameze, which is our partner, then ibyo ngibyo bituma tumenya how do we communicate to each other, how do we work together, how do we take our weaknesses and fight them and our strengths and unite them. So it's tutaziranye cyangwa tudakomeza kwiga what each person likes or how this person communicates, then ntabwo byakunda, ariko because we do, niko tubasha gufatanya, ni nako tuzamura tukamenya okay, Deborah azi gukora iki ngiki, reka tumuhe iyi task, Kasi azi iki, Kesi azi iki ngiki, then tugafatanya kugira ngo ibyo tuzi tubizamure n'ibyo tutazi umwe yigisha undi, or something like that. So it's more on that, figure about each other and completing each other with our weaknesses and our strengths.
Oh.
Yeah.
Merci beaucoup. Munyemerere dufata akaruhuko k'iminota mikeya, turagaruka mu kanya. Welcome back. Ikiganiro cyacu cya Celebrating Our Own. Nk'uko twakomeje kubyumva, gutangira business, it's all about your ideas, no kuva muri comfort zone zacu, tukitinyuka, tukiha icyo twifuza kugeraho. So as you continue, how do you build a successful marketing strategy as in a custom piece? What design given?
Can you please repeat your question, please?
My question was, how do you build a successful marketing strategy?
Okay. So the best way to build a good marketing strategy is to understand your market, understand your target. That's the foundation of it. Because if you understand your target and your market, you will understand what they need and you will understand where you need to market from. Simple example is if you're marketing to people from 60 Kuzama, you're not going to want to market it on social media because that's not the best place that they use. That's not where they'll see things more. But if you're targeting people from 13 to 35, for example, then it will make sense for you to want to invest a lot of marketing through social media because that's where they are. And so the basis of having a great marketing strategy is to understand your market. Because when you have understood it, researched about it, learned about them, and understand them from a personal perspective, they like this, they don't like this, or this is what they prefer most, then from there you'll be able to know how to speak to them and where and how and all of that.
Thank you. So in understanding your market, this is made in Rwanda, right?
Yeah.
And it is said that their products, they're expensive. What do you guys do so that you can, balance the both sides?
What we do, we get to learn, like Kessy said, understanding your market, knowing, so like when it comes to understanding your market, you get to know what levels are they in. So currently in Ikamba, so we set prices depending on the income levels. So we just make sure that we make designs that look good, because like there is this saying that expensive things are the ones that are looking good, then cheap things are, they just get spoiled easily. So that's not the case with us. So we make sure that even though we're trying to create, let's say, an outfit that has a lower price, we make sure that it has a good fabric, that the client is going to wear something and feel proud of themselves. And also the same case goes with those ones that will be paying for high prices. So it's just under that context. And yeah, made in Rwanda is not expensive. So people need to change this mindset. And because when you say made in Rwanda is expensive, you tell it to someone, then they're going to be scared and they won't be supporting their country. So I think made in Rwanda is not expensive. People need to, be more open-minded and yeah, support their country, Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I think another thing I'll add to what Deborah said is one of the things that we try to do to not be expensive too much to target just one market, which is the high class, is to work on our production cost. Because I mean, if you bought or manufactured a pen on 5,000, you're not going to sell it for 100. Each. It's not going to work. You're going to lose as a business person. So it all also comes back to our production. How much is it costing us? All of these things. And so Logo Akeshi, a lot of made in Rwanda things, it's not even close to sales, also other things. It's expensive most of the time. We're only targeting a certain class because the production was expensive, because they've taken all these raw materials from different countries, and those raw materials are coming with taxes, they're coming with all these different charges, and then the production is high, and so does the costing. So we try to work on our production costs to make sure we're doing quality, but we're also trying we're also minimizing our production costs as low as possible to be able to maximize a price that's going to be affordable to most people. in the country or beyond.
Wow.
Yeah.
For sure, vuba turabageraho. Comedian kuri bose. So, Kessy, what is your favorite aspect of being an entrepreneur?
Do I want to go first?
It's your question. Go ahead.
Your question, Kessy.
Oh, it's mine.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Fine. Fabulous question. My favorite part of being an entrepreneur,
Yes.
right? My favorite part of being an entrepreneur is that I get to connect with different people, different careers, different passions, different hats, and we all connect or we all combine to create impact, to create jobs, to create income, to create development for the country and all these things in different platforms. So Basanga, us doing clothes, we are meeting with those who are doing food and those who are doing interior design and those who are doing all these things beyond the Fatanye. And I love that because it's different from a client perspective, the way you relate to entrepreneurs than an entrepreneur perspective, because then Fatanye in terms of the program and so I think that's my favorite part.
Oh, interesting. So, Deborah, what is your most
Sorry. Okay.
your most satisfying moment in your business?
The most satisfying moment is when a client receives their order. Like I feel relieved. Yeah. When a client just calls you and they're like, I just received my order and I'm happy about it. I feel more relieved.
Let's go back to Twitter. So, what else would you wish to do rather than business fashion?
I personally
Kessy, may you
would
go
like
first?
for me, okay. I personally would like to do food business. I don't know exactly how to call that, but like having could be a restaurant, could be something else, but a food place. Um, yeah, so I'm very much into food, but also food business. Yeah, I don't know how to call that, but yeah, I'll do that business and have a very creative space with a lot of good vibes and a lot of good services other than food, but main service adi food, which is also like different types of food because I feel like we have seen many types of food, but we need to have new food coming in different years. We can't have the same food for our generation, so we need to create and find out other type of food. Which I don't know, but then have that creativity and also do that as a food. That's what I'll.
Nicyo uzi guteka cyane. You said you talk so much into food. Tell me.
So it's just there's a way I do it. The way I do it is special. Yeah. Why is laughing? It's a real deal.
We'll
Yeah,
send some
the
people
way I do
to
it.
test.
Yeah, she'll cook for
Yeah, you
us.
should come over.
Yeah, we'll send some people to test, right?
Yes,
Deborah,
sir.
what else would you wish to do rather than business?
Other than business, I think I would love to work in a multinational company. The reason why is because like these companies, you get a chance of, you shift. So I like meeting new people, like different cultures. And, it's something good. Like it opens your mind, and I think it's good. Yeah, I can say like a notion of that is that I love traveling, like learning new things, new food, new dressing style, new lifestyles. Yeah. And I think, working through a multinational company, that's the benefit of that.
Wow.
Deborah
Casey,
just
what
wants
is
to
your
go to
talent?
Japan. That's what she wants. She likes Japanese people so much. That's all she
Yeah,
wants to do.
definitely.
It's not about the culture, it's about them. That has to be.
Yeah, everything.
Casey, what is your
So
talent?
go to Japan, spend 10 years, now you should travel. My talent. I have many talents.
Wow.
My talent.
Sharon.
I'll mention one. I'm quite good at convincing. I think that's a talent because it's not an easy thing to do. And two, creating. Creating something out of nothing or creating something that has not existed before. So I don't know how to call that, but I think.
Deborah, what is your talent?
I don't know, but okay, I used to have the talent, but I think it just faded. So I used to think I know how to draw, but
You
I still have
do.
second thoughts. I still have second thoughts on that. Another
She
talent,
does.
I can say, like it's a recent one. So I think I have random words, random thoughts. So yeah, just come up with a line, just a sentence, and it makes sense. So yeah.
Yeah, most of
As you
our captions are
continue.
written by her. She's pretty good at that. So
Wow.
most of the captions that Ikamba, I mean, it's a secret, but I mean, I just let it out. It's written by her. She has that as a talent. I think she's good at writing captions and compliments. Yeah.
So, Casey, how would you handle if your team member, Cassia or Deborah, resisted your new idea or a policy that you just introduced?
I would. I will try to explain as much as I can. This actually already happened. So I try to explain as much as I can my thought, my argument, give all the facts in the world, research, examples, everything that I can to convince why I believe in that. But at the end of the day, I always believe in, if it doesn't work out, if my idea is not understood by both of them, especially, then I just I accept it and I can either be patient to wait for the next time they'll understand, or I can just let it go and respect that my opinion was not taken into consideration, which is something that I think every person should be ready for when they're working with other people other than themselves. Yeah.
Wow. You guys are inspired. After tomorrow, I'll start my business. YouTube, Muta Levis says, entrepreneurs, how do they handle stress, pressure from external business environment? How do you guys
About how you
handle the stress and the pressure?
Um, all I just do is okay. I'm
listen
just
to
speaking
Japanese
like.
songs.
Eh?
Deborah just listens to Japanese songs.
Yeah, I just listen to music and I try to stay still, because reacting to stress or all this kind of pressure can make you, you can rush to decisions that you're going to regret in a while. So I just try to stay still, do what I like to do, and when my mind is back to normal, then I go forward.
By what you like, you mean Japanese music?
Yeah.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I personally handle stress in different ways, but I'll mention that I first make sure to understand how I show stress. So I have to understand how I have to acknowledge or realize that I'm being stressed. Because sometimes you're stressed. I used to be stressed and I wouldn't know that it's happening. So I first learned to know, okay, this I'm stressed right now, and then I know that in that position I have to act upon a certain way so that I don't overreact or overdo things, or like the boy said, do something I might regret. And so from there, I make sure that I take time to calm down. If it's something that's frustrating me, if it's something that's not going well, I take time to sometimes be by myself, chillax, and think things through and try to think of a solution, because most of the stress that happens to entrepreneurs is because things are not going okay and they need solutions. So I try to start thinking about solutions. And other things that I do, I'll just try to do things that are relaxing. I'll listen to music, I'll write, um, I'll watch a movie, I'll go see someone that has good vibes. I'll do anything that will put me in a mood that is different from the one I was in, so that I can chill and then find a way to think about a solution for the problems that are happening in the enterprise or outside the enterprise. Yeah.
Okay. So first tell us, may you tell us where Ikamba is located? Yeah, mutubwire about Ikamba, aho ribarizwa, aho umuntu yabasanga.
Ikamba Ubungubu, we're still online. We launched recently last year in August, so now go to our physical store right now. We're online. You can find us on Instagram, which is the main platform that has most details of our clothes and our first collection that we released. You can also find us on Twitter, still Ikamba Apparel, with our information. And there's also a number of our different biographies of WhatsApp that you can use to call us or text us on WhatsApp, so that you can give your order or ask us questions, or give a certain suggestion of a certain thing you want us to do that we don't necessarily have in our collection, because they want to look for it. So that's how we're currently. Oh, we also have Facebook. So any of those platforms that you use to talk to us, will respond and take care of you as a client.
So ndumva bazabagireho vuba. So Kwizera Aime, are you guys engaged? If you girls have boyfriends, what advice would you give people in relationship if you have a boyfriend? And if you're single, why are you single? Kwizera Aime. Who's going first?
Deborah.
Wow. Okay.
No, it's yours.
So how many questions? Like, why are you single?
No, first tell us
Are you
your
engaged?
status.
Are you engaged?
Are you single? Your status first.
Yeah. I
You
am
single?
single. Yeah.
You're single. Why are you single? That's the question.
Okay. I think. Okay. Wow. Actually, the reason why I'm single, I just need to focus on myself. That's it. I need to focus on myself, build myself. Yeah. And when I think everything is set, then yeah, I mean, why not?
Kessy, are you single?
Yes, I am single. The reason
Reasons.
why Okay, I'm single because I have not met a person that has made me want to get out of that state.
Wow. Okay. Let's hope someone will come.
Yeah.
Inshallah.
So mu bucuruzi twese tuzi ko habaho guhomba kunguka. Mwe mwagize guhomba cyangwa se niba mutari mwahomba ni iki mukora kugira ngo mudahomba? Niba mwarahombye ni iki gituma mudacika intege?
I'll let the CFO answer that question.
Wow. Okay. Actually, in business, like there will always be losses and profits. So it's a normal thing, and everyone that is starting a business or those that have reached far have passed through this. So I can say, yeah, we do meet losses, and the reason why we don't fall back is because, yeah, we know that, losses are part of the journey. All these challenges are part of the journey. So what we need to do is, when you just realize a loss, we try to study about it, like get to understand what caused this, and after knowing the problem, then we're able to be like, okay, let's just structure a strategy we can use so that we can recover this loss, or even try to do some mitigation. We try to do some mitigations, but yeah, actually losses are part of the journey. So yeah, we just take it as a normality and we try to move on.
I think in addition to what Deborah just said, nuko tugerageza kwiga buri kintu cyose kiri kuba. So niba duhomba ikintu runaka, which of course has happened as a business, turiga, okay, ni iki cyabiteye, and how can we work on that? How can we make sure ko kitongera kukuba? Kubera ko ikintu cyaje, yes, ari ikintu tutabasha guhindura, tudafiteho control, ariko iyo bihari, we make sure we try to solve the issue hakiri kare kugira ngo the next time ikagenda gutyo. And impamvu tudacika intege ni uko, as Deborah said, tuzi ko ari ibintu bigomba kubaho, ariko nanone there's a bigger picture. Ikamba is not for us just about the income we're making, but it's also about the impact. So iyo turebye tukabona yuko we still have a mission, we still have an impact to make, we still have people to create for, we still have the country to develop, jobs to create, the lower class that I talked about that we want to impact, then ibyo ngibyo biduha courage yo gukomeza kugerageza. Ikindi kintu gituma tutana giving up cyane ni stories y'abandi bantu benshi bagiye in the same field, bakashobora kuba baragize ibibazo bakaba bageze kure, n'ibindi bitonka abandi how they've also gone through it. So ibyo bituma tubelieve ko we can do it even if we're meeting problems, and even if we were not, but we keep pushing because we know we have a bigger mission than just making money.
So abanyarwanda benshi ntabwo biyumvamo made in Rwanda kubera impamvu zitandukanye. Ni iki mukora nyine kugira ngo mubashishikarize kubagurira? How do you guys attract them kugira ngo nyine baze babisangaho bagure product zanyu? Deborah, I go with you.
I should go. I should go.
Speak.
Yes.
Speak.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. What we do, we just show them. Can I call it like verbal options, or like different things? Because there is this mindset in Rwanda that made in Rwanda is only, Kitenge style. only one design, So what we try to do is we give them, lots of options. We also give them the freedom to, come up with their designs, because some of the customers are like, could you help me do this thing? I like this thing. So we just give them like huge or like many options. They can choose from that. So such that they feel like we are welcome, because like our motto says, we crown your style. So we are here to help you through the journey of realizing the type of outfit that you want to come up with, So yeah, actually we try to welcome everyone. We welcome the ideas of our clients. Yeah, that's actually the main thing.
So we go back on Twitter. Solange Akariza, what did you learn from PLP? Would you would wish to share with others? May you guys share your experience from PLP?
Casey, would you like to go?
Okay. My experience with PLP and the thing that I learned from PLP that I would like to share with others is to always choose love, no matter what. Choose love even when you're not given love. Choose love even when you're told other things, and you're told that there are other ways to solve issues, or there are other ways to approach anything else. Choose love even when you have everything you need, and you don't feel like you need to give yourself to anything else, but still choose love no matter what. That's what I'll say.
Wow. Deborah, what did you learn from PLP?
It's kind of in relation to what Casey said. So what I learned from them actually originated from how the current leaders were working. So they actually loved what they were doing. So the thing I learned from that is love what you do and everything will come perfect. Even though like it might come, it might not come out like you have expected, but when you surely love what you're doing, then I think, yeah, in the end things are going to be great. Yeah, love what you do.
Wow. So they just learned that love will be good. So Bertrand Gakouye, hello Ikamba. For how long have you been operating, and what is your specialty or the quality that differs you from your competitors?
Okay. Um, so he asked, what is our specialty, and what other thing did he ask?
What
And what
differentiates
differs you
from our competitors?
what differs you from your competitors?
Okay. I'll say that our specialty is to understand our customer's style and to make sure that we clothe them in a way that makes them feel different and unique, and with royalty and with so much care to every detail of the clothes, which is part of our logo and motto, which is we crown your style. We don't necessarily create a style that you don't already have. We crown your style. So the style that you already have is something we learn. It's something that we learn to feed in and to work with in order to deliver the best of our abilities to the style that you already wear, making you feel different. And the thing that differentiates us from our competitors is that we make sure that we create clothing that are unique in terms of value, but also the different things that we add to our clothes. Most of our clothes have a certain craft that was used in our past palaces to decorate the king's palace, and so we use that in almost actually all our apparels to decorate and beautify the clothing that we give to our clients in order to make them feel like royalty, and in order to make sure that they know that whatever piece they're having, whatever piece they're going with, it's marked by a certain craft that was used in royalty back then and still is part of royalty today. And so that's the thing that differentiates us mostly.
Merci beaucoup. So akaryoshye rero nigahora mu itama munyemerere dusoreza ikiganiro cyacu cy'uyu munsi. It was nice being with you, Kessy and Deborah, and that they inspired you. Soreza rero mwakoze kubana natwe. This was your Love for Famous. Yeah. Thank you. Umugoroba mwiza mwiza.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.